Hello and welcome back everyone to the Hollister MacIntyre Flyers franchise, and the Vikings are now falling to 7th place in the standings. Titans are now 2nd place, and if we win this game, there is a chance that your Flyers will make the playoffs after losing their first 4 games of the year. That might be hard to believe. I can't believe we're in this position, but we're taking on a similarly mediocre Seahawks team that also is trying to make the playoffs. Lose this game and you are officially out. Win this game, you have a chance, and that's more than we should have at this point in the season. But this team has fought hard at times, and they have fought poorly at times, and they are now in a position where if they do it one more time, they have a chance. So let's go ahead and jump into this game against the Seahawks. And here we are, as off the Seahawks go in the 12th man. Of course, we know it is hard to win here in Seattle. Lance Roach taking this one out to the 22-yard line. And that is where Kyle Linehan starts the final game of the season and his chance to make the playoffs in his rookie year. 27 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. Whoa there. 3,300 yards just about. First down play action, or second down rather. And he will be sacked. Terrence McKinley, a 7-yard loss. Makes it 3rd down and 16. 3rd and 16 here. 15-yard line. Linehan dropping back. Throwing this one deep. He's got a step. And McCole Hardman can't haul it in. It was a brilliant throw. McCole Hardman had a step, but he couldn't make the catch. And now out comes Russell Wilson. Of course, we know the backup quarterback here in Seattle is Darius McIntyre. A chance maybe to see him today. Of course, not hoping that Russell Wilson gets injured, but you never know. And Russell Wilson's first pass will be a nice throw there to DK Metcalf. And it's now 2nd down and 4 at the 42-yard line. Wilson takes the snap, rolling out, throwing this one, and that is caught down to the 30 there. A nice catch there. And now it is 1st and 10 at the 30. Play action. Wilson brought down by Chance Fortunata. His first sack of the day and his 15th on the year, as he has turned his year around and been fantastic in pass rush. And guess what? So has that guy right there. Justin Madubuike, the free agent signee, has been tremendous. Kick is up. And the kick is no good here on 4th and 18. The Flyers will take over and the score is still 0-0. 1st and 10. Man in motion there. It is a throw out to Lance Roach, and he'll pick up about 15 yards there. Gets down to the Seahawks 40-yard line. Todd Gurley in motion now, and Roach in pass pro as Linehan will roll out here, and he just has to throw this one away. That makes it 3rd down and 10. 0 for 3 on passing on the day. 3rd and 10 now. Linehan dropping back, throwing this one, caught by Dante Pettis. He catches that one, maintains possession, and it is now 2nd down and 11 at the 29. Flip pass here to Dylan Murdoch. He bounces it out wide, and Jamal Adams brings him down hard, but a 7-yard gain there will make it 3rd down and 4 now. 3rd and 4. Linehan dropping back, throwing this one out. That is caught by Ernie Stachelski down to the 9-yard line, and the Flyers are looking to go ahead in this game. It's 1st and goal now. Linehan 1 yard short of the end zone there, caught by Murdoch, and it's now 2nd down and goal. Linehan dropping back, throwing this one, caught by McCole Hardman, who has been so good to end this year, and he catches that one, making up for that big pass he dropped earlier this game. And it is now 1st down and 10, a 7-point deficit for the Seahawks. Big hit there, caught by DK Metcalf. So a crushing blow that gets caught. And it's now 2nd down and 7. 28-yard line, handoff. Big run here, as that is Chris Carson with the 14-yard run. And he is now down to the 41-yard line. Under center, Russ hands it off. Carson, a big run here. And he gets down to the 38-yard line now. A huge run, and he's got 34 yards rushing on 2 attempts. 1st and 10. Play action to Carson now. Russ can't escape pressure. Fortunata's 2nd sack of the game, and he's got 16 on the year now. 3rd down and 7. Russ throwing this one out, and that is off the back and will be incomplete, as they will go for a field goal now. And that is wide left. So the Flyers still holding the Seahawks scoreless. Minso with a run here. That is a nice 5-yard run. It's now 3rd down and 5. Linehan dropping back. Throwing this one out. And somehow Jelani Tavai, who we traded to the Seahawks, manages to come up with the deflection there as Roach was wide open. Now Arthur Love on defense is able to make a shoestring tackle there. And that'll be a 1-yard loss. Bunch is right empty now on 3rd and 8. Russ gonna throw this one out. That is caught underneath by Chris Carson, but he's brought down short of a 1st down. And that will end the 1st quarter here as the Flyers defense has once again done a stellar job. Need the offense to actually show up today. We start the 2nd quarter here. It's like pistol 2-back set. It's going to be a flip pass to McCole Hardman. He's got a lot of room in front of him. Down to the 30, knocked out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A big catch and run there on the jet pass, touch pass. 2nd down and 9, play action, rolling out left. Linehan throwing this one, finds an wide open Ernie Stachelski. Of course, Ernie Stachelski, one of the better signings as well, along with Justin Matabike this year. 1st and 10 now, a read option. Linehan all alone. Can he get into the end zone? No, down at the 1-yard line, an 11-yard run there. 1st and goal now. 2nd down and goal at the 1. Play action. Linehan pump fakes and he's brought down. I think he meant to throw that, but then saw Jamal Adams crashing in and he choked up on it. 3rd and goal now. 9-yard line. Linehan finds Dante Pettis walking into the end zone for a touchdown. And Dante Pettis, 10 touchdowns on the year. Despite a disappointing year from him, at least still hitting double-digit on touchdowns. This one almost intercepted by Trey Harris there. Now it's 3rd down and 8. 14-point deficit for the Seahawks. They got to make something happen here. This one is almost picked off, and they're going to throw a flag. They're going to get Trey Harris for pass interference here. I don't see it. So 1st and 10 now at midfield, and that saves the drive for the Seahawks. Carson taking this handoff, and he gets blown up by Fortunata. Great game so far by Chance. 2nd down and 13. Quick pass out here. That is caught down to the 46-yard line of the Flyers. Now 3rd down and 4. Russ and Carson in the backfield. Russ throwing this one underneath. That is caught by DK Metcalf down to the 36-yard line as Metcalf has been quiet so far this game other than a few catches, but nice play there. 2nd down and 9. Looks like Russ got to escape pressure here. He does. Fortunata actually coming from the other side of the field to take him down. That's a 5-yard gain, and it's 3rd down and 4. Wilson snaps this one, rolling out, and he'll throw that back across his body to Carson. I think he could have just run and slid with that one, but that's okay. Carson catches this down to the 19-yard line, and the Seahawks look like they're going to score finally today. Russ throwing this one out now, caught, and that'll be about a 6-yard gain there. Maybe make it a 4-yard gain. 3rd and 4 now. Russ alone in the gun. Snaps this one, drops back, throws it, caught, and into the end zone. As that is the 1st career touchdown for number 85, and it's 1st and 10 at the 21 now for the Flyers. Throwing this one out. That is caught. Dylan Murdoch down to the 27-yard line. It's a 5-yard catch. Now 3rd down and 5. 1-score lead. Wanting to make it 2 scores before the half is over. Murdoch will catch this flip pass, and he'll get down to the 36-yard line, as Linehan's actually had a pretty nice day passing so far. 10 for 15, 100 yards, and 2 TDs. Linehan taking the snap now, throwing this one out to Lance Roach, and he's down to the... Okay, they're going to say a fumble. I think his knee was down. He's down around the 40-yard line. Make it to 41, and that is still our ball. 3rd and 5. Linehan hit as he throws. Picked off by Jelani Tavai, who has had a pretty good game so far. The former Flyer traded is now making us regret it maybe. And now the Seahawks a chance to even this thing up as Clemens catches that one down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Russ throwing this one out. That is caught. Down to the 10-yard line now. It is 2nd down and 1. Snap by Russ. Thrown underneath. Brought down at the 1-yard line by the tight end there. 2nd and goal. 1-yard line. 1 minute remaining. Seahawks take the snap. Russ running, sacked. That is Jay Terry with the sack there. Second in 2 weeks. Now third down and goal. 8-yard line. Russ. He gets this one out and into the end zone. It is caught. And Will Dissly catches that one. 750 receiving yards on the season for him. Pretty nice year. So Linehan back in control of the offense with 1 minute left. He's going to throw this one across his body, and that gets picked off. I just don't understand the decision there as DeAndre Orr comes up with the interception. And now the Seahawks have a chance to go up at half. 12 seconds remaining in this half. This is thrown out to Will Dissly. He is short of a first down there, or short of the end zone, that rather. And they'll go for a field goal. It is up. And finally, the Seahawks manage to see one go through the uprights, and they will take a 3-point lead in the halftime. Flyers kind of imploded down the stretch there, and unfortunately now have a deficit going into halftime. I have to work real hard to stay in this playoff hunt coming up soon after this. We'll start the second half here, down 3. Flyers need the defense to step it up here, and really more so need the offense to show up. 6-yard pass there. It's second down and 4 now. Wilson, a set, drops back, throws this one out. That is caught and officially brought down at the 42-yard line. First and 10. Play action to Carson, giving chase is Arthur Love, but can't bring him down. And then Russ throws it to Carson down to the 40-yard line of the Flyers, as Chris Carson has really just had a field day so far against us. First and 10. Russell throwing this one out. That is caught down to the 30-yard line now, as Sims has now had quite a few big catches. First and 10. Now it's DK Metcalf's turn on Byron Handy down to the 14. So first and 10 as Metcalf is over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. And off Carson down to the 10. 4-yard run there. Now it's second down and 6. Russ with Carson in the gun, dropping back, rolling out, and Russ throwing across his body, caught by Metcalf, and that is a touchdown, as suddenly things are looking a little dire for the Flyers. In this monster package now, handoff Lance Roach, nobody up the middle. Looks like they aligned with the wide receivers and the linemen out wide, and nobody was up the middle of the field. First and 10 will stay in this monster package, and this time throw a screen pass out to Dante Pettis. He's got room in front of him, and he gets down to the 49-yard line, right at midfield. And that's first and 10. So ditching the monster look now, Ernie Stachelski will catch this one, and he will fight his way down to the 41 as we get a first down there. Second down and 7 at the 38. Linehan dropping back. Gonna throw this one underneath to Todd Gurley on the check down, and he's got a first down. Gurley has not really made an impact in signing. I doubt he'll be coming back to the team, but a nice play there. Third and 7 now. Throwing this one out. Broken up for Dylan Murdoch, and the Flyers will have to kick a field goal here to make this a 7-point game. Rubini's kick is up, and it drifts left. The kick hooked in the wind, and the Flyers still down 10. And you can see the playoff hopes just dashing from this team now. Throwing this one underneath to Will Dissly. That's a first down at the 43-yard line. And the Seahawks have been pretty much unstoppable the last few drives. Russell throwing this one out. He's got DK Metcalf. He beat Okuda one-on-one. It's one of the better receivers in the league against one of the better corners in the league. And Metcalf comes up with the win there. Handoff underneath. Up the middle to Sammy Blake, the former Flyer, as it seems like Chris Carson might be out the rest of this game. I'm not sure what happened to him. Now Russell throwing it underneath to Will Dissly, and that's a first down, as the Flyers just cannot catch a stop here on defense. Now second down and 5 at the 9. Russell trying to make this a 3-score game. He'll roll out here and take off. Brought down by Keenan Callahan in the flats, and now it's a 5-yard away from the end zone. 3rd and 2. 30 seconds remaining in this quarter. Wilson evades the contain and throws this one out to Sims. It's caught. It is a 3-score game now, as with 25 seconds remaining in the third, if you don't score on this drive, you can all but call it over. RPO here. Linehan will take this one, and he'll run it for about 5 yards. It's now second down and 5, and we will have one more play before the fourth quarter here. Linehan throwing this one out. That is caught by Murdoch. Steps out of bounds at the Seahawk 43. And that will take us to the fourth quarter, as this team, they better make something happen, or you can say goodbye to the playoff hopes, and here comes the offseason. We start the fourth quarter here again. Dire straits. Screen pass out to Dodd Gurley. Gurley following his blockers, fighting his way down to the 34-yard line. And it's now 2nd down and 1. Linehan dropping back here, throwing this one out. That is caught by Roach. Roach breaking a tackle down to the 30. So a chance here. 2-back set now. Gurley motioning out wide. And Linehan will drop back with this one. Brought down for a sack. Meekins hits him in the backfield. Oh boy. Well, we get a field goal here. 14-point game now. Throwing this one out. That is caught. Brought down at the 34-yard line. And the Flyers, just if they can't get a stop here, it might as well be over. Sammy Blake running this one out wide, and he'll be brought down in the backfield. A 3-yard loss for him. Blake hasn't gotten it going today. Of course, the former 2nd-round pick traded away at the beginning, or actually the end of the offseason. And now Blake catching this pass out down to the 33-yard line, as it'll now be 4th down and 12. Flyers will get the ball back. A chance to at least make it competitive here. So Linehan and 2 backs in the backfield. Linehan running out of time. Ball gets stripped. Picked up by James Lincoln. But that one, 2nd and 31. Yeah, I don't know. Linehan throwing this one out. Caught by Pettis. Down to the 23. A 17-yard recoup there. It's now 3rd and 13. Alright, got to get a 1st down here. Thrown out, and Jelani Tavai breaks it up for Murdoch. And so we're going to go for it on 4th and 13. Linehan brought down for a sack, loses the ball once again. Meekins with the strip sack. We fall on it, but that doesn't matter. The Seahawks will take over possession. And on 2nd down and 5, Russell will walk it into the end zone. And is that all but ends the season for the Flyers here. A 21-point deficit. So Atari Mason checks into the game now and immediately throws an interception. Oh boy. Amani Hooker with the interception there at the 20-yard line now. Seahawks, a chance to make this a 4-score game, and why not if you can. Moss with the run there. It's a nice 5-yard run. Russell Wilson alone in the gun. Throws this one to Steven Sims down to the 7-yard line. Wilson has had a fantastic day so far. Wilson rolling out. Buying time. He'll take off and run with this one down to the 2. Actually fumbled it out of bounds, but it's 2nd and goal at the 2. They maintain possession. Hand off. Blake hit at the end zone, but he fights his way in. Sammy Blake with a score on his former team that drafted him, and it is a 28-point game now as Atari Mason stays in this one. Takes off and runs, brought down by Jelani Tavai. Looks like not pulling any punches here for the Seahawks. 3rd and 3 now. Mason. Flip pass to Murdoch. He'll have a 1st down, and he's brought down at the 38-yard line, it looks like. So we'll see what we can do to end the season here. What can Atari Mason do with the backups? Bring this one to Lance Roach. About a 4-yard gain there, as we will hit the 2-minute warning. Now 3rd and 6. 2 minutes remaining in this game. Mason throwing this one underneath. Stachelski using his speed to get outside and then trucking a defender as he picks up a big gain there, and it's 1st and 10 at the 46. So hey, maybe we can score one to end the season at least on a somewhat not negative note. Deep throw here for Dante Pettis, broken up. A nice pass, but good coverage. It's now 3rd down and 10. Mason hit as he steps up in the pocket to throw it to McCall Hardman. That is caught for a 4-yard gain. And we will go for it on 4th and 6. This is to end the season here. Play action. Mason rolling out. Throwing this one deep, and that is broken up. And that will end the game. That will also end Season 5 of the Hollister MacIntyre Flyers franchise. Unfortunately, a disappointing end to the season. We had a chance at the playoffs and just bungled it down the stretch. I still think this team showed a lot of promise. Has a lot of cap space. We hit free agency hard, we shore up the pieces we need, and we let Linehan get another year of growth, and I think this team can make the playoffs next year. Not just make the playoffs, but do some damage. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me, everyone. We will be coming at you soon, later this week, with the off-season stream, right after the Olympia Dynasty off-season stream, just so I can see who's all going pro and put them in the draft class. I have a feeling like Kyler Garrett from Utah will be going pro, so we'll see him probably. We'll see, though, for sure. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the stream coming up soon. Have a good one.